afternoon, everyone. It's Steve and Paul back at you for a Monday, March the 7th for WinExtra's Daily Brief. And before we get started,
you got one. You get.
Sure did. Yeah, I was
you
lucky.
Horrible man. What is that? The LG Optimus.
Yeah.
Okay, so who did you rob?
Actually, TELUS had a deal on $24.95
With contract, I presume.
Oh yeah, 3-year.
Yeah.
But my wife will be getting my old LG, and I'm going to kill the landline finally. No
awesome.
more robocalls.
Robocop will not be coming to Hudson's house.
God, I was so sick of that. Just this morning, I had at least 3 of them come in, and it's not even the worst of it is they don't even say anything. They just dial, you ring, answer, and there's nothing there.
That's not robocalls. You know what that is? That's Sean stalking you. He misses not being on Brain Dead TechCast anymore. It's him stalking you.
Yeah. Anyway, on to the news, because we got kind of a full plate today.
Weekend's
it looks like what? The Xbox 360 is going to get a price cut in June?
Well, a couple of analysts are saying that, it's about time it came. And traditionally the prices would have dropped on consoles prior to now in terms of their life cycle, but they haven't really been staying at record highs. So they're predicting that in June, around about the time of E3, we should see a $50 drop in the price of the 360, which is currently the market leader in terms of consoles. And then, of course, once they do it, we should see, Sony and Nintendo follow suit a little later on.
Yeah.
Major news. Ready? We might get a price drop.
If it was a good enough one, I might even think about, because right now I'm debating, because I want to get a media player type thing for the TV for Kim, right? So that she can watch Netflix or YouTube or whatever. And if the Xbox comes down in a decent enough price, I might even consider just getting that instead, because it's, DVD player and...
Well, I mean, it's what? It's $299 now, or is it $249? $299, I think, for the Xbox 360 with Kinect. So you're talking about $250 for it. So that's not bad.
No, it'll be good news if it happens. Continuing on with Xbox 360 news.
Yeah, you see, this story is exactly why you could never own an Xbox 360, because apparently Xbox 360 gamers spend an average of £64, that's British pounds, probably about $700 million, a month each on Xbox related stuff, and we know how much of a tight arse you can be.
It's not. Hey, listen. I spent most of last night going through the App Store because there was stuff I wanted to buy, and I would have been more than willing to pay for it. And the same would apply with the Xbox Live Store. Okay, but here's the thing: the U.S. supports PayPal, but Canada doesn't. So I have to be satisfied with the free crap.
You could get a credit card.
Yeah, right.
Like most of the planet has one.
Thank my 3 extra wives for why I don't have one. Okay?
3 extra wives. You starting a harem up there in
X.
Canada, Hudson.
X.
So does that mean you were married to one out of every 2 Canadian women?
Bite it, Paul.
No thanks, Hudson.
Anyway. Yeah, £63 a month. That's not a bad chunk of change.
Yeah, but I'm a bit skeptical about this survey that came out. You know, basically they're saying that, you know, 83% of Xbox gamers played games at least 3 to 4 hours a day. But the problem is they only polled 251 gamers across the UK in the ages of 25 to 34, and they didn't, you know, reveal how they polled them or anything like that. For example, I'm a big Xbox fan. Obviously, I mean, I picked up 3 new games over the weekend, etc., etc. But I would be a very different demographic to that, you know. And I don't know. I'm not an exception, you know. I look at how all the fellas my age play games and hang out and stuff, and it's and they're all gamers too, and it's very different to what's represented here by this survey. But I can, you know, it's just something that I would say you'd want to take with a grain of salt, because I think the sample demographic is too small. 251. No?
There's a couple Bing stories out this morning. Apparently, I guess we're soon going to get the HTML5 version of Bing.
Yeah, we're expecting that around the time that IE9 comes out. We're expecting both to launch simultaneously. One of the big things that's been talked about today is that the IE9 version is supposed to have the same instant feature as Google has.
Yeah.
So Bing Instant as opposed to Google Instant.
I'm still not sure whether I like that instant search feature or not. I'm still tossed up about it.
I don't even pay attention to it, and here's why. Right? I never go to, like, for example, when I search Bing or if I search Google, I never go to Bing.com or I never go to Google.com. I do it from the search box in the browser.
Same here.
You know?
Same here.
And yes, in Chrome you can get instant turn on in there, I believe. But I mean, even when I'm on Google.com, I don't pay any attention to it. I type really fast. I don't be reading the results that quick, you know?
On the fun side, we had the story up this morning that Bing is working with Angry Birds.
I thought they didn't like each other.
I thought so too. But I guess there's all kinds of love now that we're actually going to get Angry Birds on Windows Phone 7.
Yes, and you know, Microsoft is doing marketing videos and paying the moolah. Yes, lots of love. But no, this integration that you're talking about, which is basically that you know, you can get tips for Angry Birds when you're on Bing, you know, hints how to complete the levels and all that sort of stuff. That has been in Angry Birds for at least the last 3 or 4 weeks on my Android.
Really?
Really, because when I launch Angry Birds, hang on, we can do it now on the show, in fact. If you fail to complete a level, it will give you the tip. Okay, so I'll just launch Angry Birds Seasons, or you could take my word for it.
We can do it. We trust you.
It's coming. But yeah, if you fail to complete level, you get a little signpost pops up at the bottom when you fail the level, and it says, you know, find your answers on Bing.
It's an interesting move, though. You got to admit, it's one way for Bing to get in front of a lot of eyeballs.
Well, they're not just getting... Well, look, it doesn't matter if you're on iPhone, it doesn't matter if you're on Android. It's still in Windows Phone 7. Everybody loves Angry Birds, you know?
Yep.
And they play it. And this advertising is built into the game. It's not one of the ads that drops down in-game. Hang on, I just deliberately failed the level. It's not one of the ads that drops down. It's there permanently as part of the game. And I just cocked that up. Alright, you just have to take my word for it. We will. Post it in the chat or something.
We trust you, Paul.
Nobody should trust me. I'm horrible.
Now,
here's an interesting one, Hudson. Another reason why you must be feeling kind of pissed off.
Why?
Well, Microsoft launched Microsoft Deals as part of Bing to aggregate. Oh, stop it. Look, if you were a real person who with a fucking PayPal account and who actually, you know, got a credit card and stopped bitching at the whole world because he doesn't have a credit card, you would actually appreciate this offer. Anyway, Or no, you wouldn't, because you're on Windows Phone 7, and it's the only mobile phone platform that Bing Deals doesn't work on yet.
Now, okay, here's the thing. I've seen this point raised with a couple of other things that have happened out there that people on the Windows blogging circles have gotten upset because this app and that app from Microsoft hasn't shown up on Windows Phone 7 yet. I get why they're concentrating their efforts on the iPhone and Android. Okay, that's where the eyeballs are. There's time to do a Windows Phone 7 version of anything. I've got that doesn't bother me as much. I see why Bing is doing this. I see why Microsoft is going this route. Get the eyeballs where they are right now, which is the iPhone and Android.
Well, they have to build mindshare on the larger platforms.
Yes, exactly.
You know, because if they don't build mindshare on the larger platforms, how are they ever going to bring people to their smaller, newer platform as well? Like, you know,
exactly.
Absolutely.
You know, so everybody out there that whines and cries about suddenly something not being on the Windows Phone 7, but it's everywhere else, shut up. All right? It makes business sense what they're doing. Get your head out of your ass.
Watson has a cranky.
Unfortunately, though, and this sort of backs up the idea of going after where the eyeballs are, Seattle PI, the Microsoft blog, has Windows Phone 7 not reversing Microsoft's mobile slide.
Well, it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Okay? You see, I would like to see this broken down where you have Microsoft
6.5
and Windows Phone 7. Because, obviously, you know, 6.5 isn't being sold anymore, so that's going to keep declining. You actually have to treat... You see, treating 6.5 and 7 as the same platform is absolutely retarded, okay?
It is.
6.5 is dead and everybody knows it, okay? So it's got some business share and it's going to stay there for a while and whatnot. But you have to ask yourself then, okay, what are the percentages of people going to Windows Phone 7 from 6.5? Obviously, the vast majority of people are not going to turn around and just because it's Microsoft immediately go from 6.5 to 7 with their phone choices. You're going to get a lot are going to go to Android, you're going to get a lot that are going to go to iPhone, all for their different purposes, for their different reasons as to how they feel about phones. And you're going to get some that goes to Windows 7. But it's a different platform, okay? It's not like comparing, and it's like comparing Android and iOS, right? Android is one platform, iOS is another platform. 6.5, even though you have to excuse the bad naming structure, but 6.5 is one platform. Yeah. Windows Phone 7 is another platform. It's like saying that, well, it doesn't really matter. But the fact of the matter is that 6.5 is expected to decline and just fall off the face of the planet.
Of course.
End of story. Goodbye.
Just like, what, Internet Explorer 6. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Go away. Last bit of news. Apparently, word out this morning, Microsoft is making a major announcement March 15th.
March 15th, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Pacific, I assume. What is it about? No idea.
We already know when the IE9 release announcement is going to be.
So it's not IE9.
We already know. What's the other one that we know? There's another one. I can't remember what it is. But and they've already.
It's not going to be a Windows Phone 7 announcement.
No.
Okay. It's not going to be an Xbox announcement. It's not like they're going to unveil another Xbox after only coming out Xbox
the Game Developers Conference.
Yeah, but they're still not going to do that if you consider that, you know, we just got the second generation Xbox, should we call it, and Kinect. There's not a new version of Office due. We've been talking about that for months. There's not. What? A new product?
Ballmer quitting?
Ballmer's not going to quit.
I know.
The weather's just not right for that to happen. I'm honestly left confused as to what this announcement may possibly be.
Well, I tell you what, how about the listeners out there? If you have an opinion of what you think might be coming on the 15th, why don't you drop us an email at podcast@winextra.com or comment on YouTube, Blip TV on the site to do with this post. Or you can drop us a phone call or a text message at
251-281-8730. The line is open 24 hours a day to get your messages and your text, which we will read out and play back on the show, of course.
And on that note, I'm Steve, that's Paul. We wish you a happy Monday. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.
Have a good one, folks. We'll be back on Monday with Cranky Hudson.